Hi everyone.
Hi, y'all.
I'm Gary.
I'm Ronnie.
We are GaRon Stitchery.
The GaRon. Oh, the house of GaRon totem bags.
He's got to mess up the last one of the year, of course.
My head is crazy.
All right. Welcome back. If you're new, we are a Flosstube channel about cross stitch. We are cross stitchers ourselves, and we own an online cross stitch shop called GaRon-Stitchery.com, and we own an LNS located in Ozark, Alabama. If you can see, there's another angle behind us. These are
Fox and
Rabbit
Trunk show.
And these are things I've stitched. So
Mirabilis.
And then Ronnie stitched that one right there.
Yeah.
So
the Leo.
It's a little bit of a mix. And then we get the bead packs and stuff like that. So just a little bit of, sometimes people ask, what's behind you?
Yeah.
All right. Wow, it's been a good week. We had holidays and Christmas and we were shut down for a little bit. We will be reopening the LNS on the 2nd of January. So if you're in town or driving through and you want to stop before that day, give us a call and we'll open up for you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We have one sweet friend is coming on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's get into our thank yous.
Yes.
And we have another collection of Christmas cards. Yes. Not sure if the post office is going to deliver any more the rest of the week, but we'll find out next week.
We got this card from Rudy. Rudy?
Ruth?
Ruthie.
Ruth.
Okay, Ruth. Thank you, Ruth.
Maybe Ruthie.
I think it's called Ruthie.
Okay.
Do you know who you are? Thank you so much. This one is from Terry. I forgot where part of the town, the country.
She's local.
Oh, yes. Yes, sorry. This is from fabric by Stephanie. From Stephanie, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for the goodies. I don't bring it because
he ate most of it.
Half is gone.
Yeah, he used the cherry salsa on the chicken Cornish hens that he made
for Christmas. Yeah, that was very good.
Mm-hmm. Yummy, yummy.
I have this beautiful card is from Holly.
Yep.
Thank you, Holly.
And the girls love their treats, so thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. We have this beautiful card from Shelly. Thank you, Shelly.
Oh, wow. That's a cute
one. I'm thinking she made this one. No? Oh, never mind. That's because his daughter-in-law made the cards. I'm thinking maybe she will too. Sorry, Shelly. We have a cute little card from WIP Works.
Yes, and they sent dark chocolate sea salt caramels again.
This year we have designers send us cards. Well, Rosewoman, she always sends us cards. Yeah. And oh my God, I forgot the other one. Never mind. We got a card this year from
in the previous videos
from designers. Yes, thank you so much. This is Alice. Thank you, Alice.
Oh, it's so cute.
A puppy and a kitty.
Mm-hmm. No, next one.
That one is from, I don't know who's this lady. Our lovely Caroline Sue.
She's our local stalker from the West Coast.
Yeah, she put it up beautiful. I like the card.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caroline.
She took her WIP, one of her WIPs, and made it into a card. That's a cool idea. I like that. And then, of course, she's got her little Simon and Jack. Oh, so sweet.
I'm thinking I like copycat. I'm copycat in that things.
Okay.
And we have beautiful card from Linda. Linda, thank you so much.
Oh, it's so cute. Nomis.
Thank you, Jeanna, for your lovely cards and messages and Facebook and emails. Thank you so much for thinking of us and these holidays.
Yeah.
That is all the cards I have.
Okay, and now we have big question. Finishes?
Nope.
No, me neither. Close, but not that close. WIPs. Let's do your WIPs.
No, you got your WIP first because you have only one, no?
I have one WIP and one new start.
Okay, I'm going with my WIP. I worked this week on Christmas Manor, Shannon Christine designer.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And I make this.
See, and this is a prime example of digitally pictured cross stitch does not do it justice compared to the stitching. Look how gorgeous that is.
Yes.
It just so.
And couple of girls buy this shirt after I show it, and I was telling y'all after this for me personal is hard. Only this is the only frame is in the shirt, and take me 10 hours. But one time I'm finished the frame, that was
it started going faster.
Smooth, fast, yes. If I'm stitching this one with Kelly, is a stitch alone. I'm stitching on a Dixie sampler, hand dye. It's a gift she made for me, and it's 18 counts. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes 18 count.
Yes. Then I'm working on Christmas Eve Santa, the anesthesia along
Santa Stables.
with, I'm sorry, Santa Stables.
He forgot words.
Yes. Anesthesia along with Jeannie. And this is my progress. I'm working in this frame. I'm thinking it's the frame of the stables.
Yep, it is. It's right there.
Yeah, and here's another frame, but I'm
okay.
Stop there and tell Jeannie and
and your fabric is, because we had a couple people like asking about your fabric.
People say they like my fabric choice is okay. Christmas Eve in Santa Stables, Christmas Eve Santa Stables, Twin Peak, 16 counts Ada Mediterranean Sea
by Wiltshire.
Yeah. All right. And the last project I worked was...
He's had a busy week.
Was Roseville Manor. Well, I know how to run him back and forwards to the LNS. Anyway, Roseville Manor Garden Paradise. And stitch along with Lynn. And this is my and stitch this one on Grandpa's sleeve from X-Jude.
Actually, it's Grandma.
Grandma's sleeve?
Yeah, Grandma. Grandpa doesn't wear a slip.
Okay, Grandma's sleeve, X-Jude, 18 count. And I'm working, I'm finished. This one, all this. And I'm working now on the second page. This is on one page, and I'm working on the second page.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my...
Yeah, you're stitching that with also, I think, Joni.
Joni, yes.
But she's going to catch up because she was doing some holiday stitching.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm stitched Roseville Manor with Lynn and Joni. The stables with Jeannie. And the Shannon Christine Christmas Manor with Kelly.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to show my WIP now. I'm going to pop a picture in of what she looked like last week, right here, because I looked at the video last week and I'm like, oh my god, I got a lot done. Here is Snow Queen by Mirabilia on 28 count Starry Night from Crosswind Collection. She is so close. Just this little bit down here. And then I can start the beading. Today's the 28th, so I'm going to be really, really close. And
you can do it.
Yeah. I really am so excited about this piece. Once you get into it, she is a dream. And then I had a new start.
Were you stitching that one on?
28 count Starry Night by Crosswind Collection. He wasn't listening. You guys, they were listening. All right, and then I had a new start for Christmas Day. Terry wanted to start something on the 25th for Christmas Day, so we will stitch this on the 25th of every month. I may not stitch on it for the whole day, maybe just a little bit here and there, because it's Christmas, and once December's over, my Christmas mojo goes out the window. But I'll try. So this is Feliz Navidad. So if you guys want to join, pick up a Christmas stitch or a Blackbird stitch on the 25th of every month till Christmas 2025. And I'm doing it on 32 count Bee's Knees by Seraphim. And I'm using the Vicky Clayton silks. And oh my gosh, okay. So I love stitching with Vicky Clayton silks. The only problem with me is the bobbins, the plastic bobbins. They roll all over the place. I lose them all over the place. Then I got to try to wrap them back on there. It looks like a rat's nest when I open up my. I'm not one of you fancy perfect stitchers that have everything all organized and everything. I'm kind of a chaotic mess. And he looks at me all and he's like, "Oh my God, how did you do that? How did you stitch like that?" So I think it was Carolyn had shown where she took the Vicky Claytons off the spools and cut them and put them on floss drops. I'm not a normal floss drop person, but they are a dream to stitch on. I only stitched on this for like 3 hours on Christmas Day, and I got this much done with everything on floss drops. It made me faster. I am not enjoying this color right here. It's too bright, because if you look on here, it blends in because of their fabric choice. I'm going to have to pick this out and find another color that goes with the other colors and blends in a little bit more, because it's a little
pop on it.
It's a little too bright for the piece. So I'll work on that. Hopefully by the next 25th, I'll have that ready.
And the camera looking more bright than what it is too.
Yeah, when I
I'm thinking it's good.
You think it's okay?
Yeah, and the camera is when brighter more.
You know what? Maybe I'll do more stitching, and then afterwards I'll have more frogging to do afterwards.
No, but happy is better to pull it out now that you have only that two things.
I think I need a more creamy white, not a white.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be parchment.
Yeah, happy is better to frog it. Now there's only 2 letters.
Yeah, because there's a lot more of that color throughout the piece. So that is all of our whips and starts. Do you want to go into plans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plans is I'm in plan. My plan is January 1st is Sue Hillis Design Focus.
That designer focus.
Yeah. Sue Hillis Design Focus. And I'm ready kitted up my start for January 1st. This one will be, of course, patriotic.
And you got Christmas patriotic.
Patriotic Santa from Sue Hillis. And I'm ready kitted up. I'm going to stitch that one on Caramel Macchiato from
Fabric by Stephanie.
And 18 counts.
Look at that, it's going to be so pretty.
I have ready my patriotic bag and everything is kitted up.
All right. And Sue Hillis is lots of color changes because she loves the blending. And I think there's a couple of blends in there, but it gives it that really pretty look.
And back stitching.
Oh, yes, you like back stitching.
Yeah, I love back stitching. No.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, when did you start loving it?
That is my plan and for January.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to go into, you guys may want to get up, take a break, come right back because Ronnie's going to go into his long whip parade.
No, we're going to... whip parade, Ronnie?
Yeah, whip parade. Yeah.
Okay.
Personal, then business.
Okay.
So let's go into, let me get relaxed. It's gonna be a couple hours.
No blink, because you go lose it.
Really? It's not a couple hours?
Nope.
Oh,
It's
okay.
only a few minutes. Well, I'm working in a Rosewood Manor, Garden Paradise. And I start this one on October 14, 24.
Okay.
Okay. My WIP parade is better than last year.
Did you have one last year?
I will slap you, because last year there's only one WIP.
Oh.
I don't even do it.
I'm like, I forgot about it. It was that fast.
Yeah. Christmas Eve at Santa Stables from Twin Peaks, like I showed you a few minutes ago.
And you started it.
And it started on November 30.
Okay.
Okay. Shannon Christine Design, Christmas Manor. And it started this one on December 13, 24.
Okay, so
I'm putting 23.
Oh. Okay, so you got October, November, December. That's one WIP per month. Oh, now we're out of order.
I have the Blackberry Rabbit, what is Fox and Rabbit, Butterfly Bliss. I had to go back to this one too. And stitch this one on special fabric Fox and Rabbit do for me. Is Ronnie's Ray or Shine.
Ray of Sunshine.
And I start this one August 8, 24.
And that's 18 count.
And it's 18 count.
Does it go this way or?
Yeah, that is the top.
Oh, it's really pretty on this fabric.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can see it in the picture.
Oh, okay. I see now. Oh, yeah. Wow. I can't
Butterfly
wait to see more of this one done.
Yes. And we're working on that one soon.
Okay.
And there, the last one is Mr. President. And I'm working with Wendy. We start this one November 11, 24. And it's stitching in prehistoric 18 count Fox and Rabbit. It's a summer house stitcher workers.
Wow. All you have left is the words?
I only have the words.
No, wait, isn't there more up here?
No.
Oh, no. Oh,
it's
wow,
only the words,
weird.
but I'm waiting on Wendy to give me green light to continue.
Okay, so all the black is done. So all the words are in that red 3777.
Yeah, but then change it.
Oh, you changed it to different color.
Change to different color.
Oh,
I don't remember right now, but when I start doing the letters, I will let you know.
Okay.
But that is my WIP parade.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Better than one, no?
Yeah. Hey.
I have six.
Yeah,
five.
six whips.
6 whips.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And when I'm finished these whips, I'm go back to one whip at that.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to give you guys the stats of my whip parade because you have to wait till the end of the video for my whip parade. Yeah. Are you going to sit in with me on my whip parade?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
I have to clean my house for New Year.
Oh, okay. So while he's cleaning, I'll be playing.
Yes.
I like that. It's how that works. Yes. It's a
If
partnership.
If you hear noise in the background, like the vacuum or something like that. No, I'm not turning on the vacuum. I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to be working around.
Okay. So because I have way more than 6 whips.
Yes.
And less than what I thought I had. In 2019, I still have 5 whips.
Wow. They're going to be done by 25.
No. I don't know which one of these are going to be done or not.
Okay.
In 2020, I have 13 whips. It may go down to 12 because she is in 2020. 2021, I have 28 whips still.
Wow.
That was the pandemic. We were locked down, and so I was just starting everything. So I was doing all the manias, all the singos, I think I even was doing Whip Go, and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I was just, it was
crazy.
It was crazy. And then 2022, I have 15 WIPs. And I think I also was doing Stitch Mania that year too. There was a lot of, no, I think I was doing 30 days of Halloween starts or something like that. I've learned I can't do that kind of stuff. That doesn't work for me. And in 2023, I did really good. I only have 4 WIPs from 2023. Now, 2024, we're back up to 12 WIPs. And probably most of those WIPs are related to people who wanted me to start things like Alibi, the mystery box, Christmas mystery box. We started that together. The Halloween witching hour. So most of these are stitch-alongs. So these are stitch-alongs. So do they really count as my WIPs or your WIPs? Because I'm stitching them with you. I wasn't sure what to do that. So final count. Are you ready?
Yes.
77 WIPs. Not bad.
Wow.
I think last year I was at 60 WIPs, so I did go up. But I had 20 finishes for the year. I did do 25 new starts for the year. And out of the 25, there's 12 still open. So I think that's pretty good. I know it's all numbers. It doesn't really matter because if it really mattered, it would be a focus thing that I would focus on every day, every month. I don't even look at the numbers till just before I do the WIP parade to see, ooh, what is it? So it's just kind of a happy medium of where I'm at and what we're doing. I think it's pretty cool.
And finishes?
20 finishes for the year. Not bad. And as you know, most of them were really big finishes. One Nation was a big finish. Miss Christmas Eve, Halloween, that was a big finish that I did. Rosewood Manor, Homewards. So really some good big finishes that I was able to do. And I did a lot of designer-focused starts and finishes for the year as well. So
why you put these numbers there?
20 finishes.
And
I already talked about this.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to me at all. He's wanting to know what's the 25 minutes at 25 starts.
Okay.
For the year.
All right. Wow.
You want to ask again?
No. I'm not thinking and do that in my numbers.
Well, yours is like 6. Oh,
no.
How many finishes?
Yeah, I have a couple of finishes.
Yeah, a couple finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to do your numbers for your finishes.
No, I know.
You got to figure out what they are. That's the hardest part. I had to watch some of the videos.
Whoa.
Yeah, because some of them I'm like, oh, wow. So now we're going to get into what's new and back into the shop. And then we'll do our designer focus review at the end of that.
Yep.
All right.
What is new and coming back?
We were kind of busy this week. All right. So these are back in the shop.
Yeah. We tell you guys we are closed the LNS to the 2nd.
But the website's still open.
But the work and home is still going on.
Yes. Yeah. Still loading things, still shipping things.
Yeah.
But it's just the LNS.
Yeah.
So this is back in the shop, back on the website. Christmas Eve at Santa's Stables. I wonder who's driving the sell of these charts. Christmas Manor by Shannon and Christine.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Morning at Santa's Kitchen. This is the one I stitched a few years ago with Ronnie and with Jeanna. And then Ronnie was doing the Santa's patriotic, something patriotic Christmas. Okay, and then we had somebody who asked for Green Goddess. You know who you are.
Oh, she's beautiful.
And guess what? Joan Elliott's Designer Focus is one of the Designer Focus designers for 2025. So this sounds like a good new start, or pick up an old WIP. I had 2 WIPs from Joan Elliott that I'll be working on. And then we had somebody who asked for this one. This is so cute. Christmas Gnome Reef. Look at these greens. Those are my favorite greens, of course. Darks and lights and all kinds of colors.
Who's the designer?
Les Petites Crocs. Les Petites Crocs. You guys
could. Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm like looking at this. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Someone asked for it, so I got it, and I'm like, oh, why did that have to enable me?
Yeah. Oh, I love that one.
All right. So here is a Shannon Christine.
I bet this one is beautiful.
Of course, it's a digitally chart, so it's called a gingerbread wreath. And I can imagine this is super cute when it's stitched. Because these are like the little ornaments. You could get some of the sparkly silk lame threads and have a little bit of sparkle in the ornaments. Or even Crinix. I mean, not Crinix, but Petite Treasure Braid, all sparkly.
I'm telling you right now, that will be in my stash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know. I know because when I see...
Oh, it's not that big. On 14 count, it's only 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. So that's, so on something smaller, ooh. So if you did it on 32 count, it would be a little bit smaller, maybe 4 inches or a little less than 4 inches.
It's beautiful.
So yeah.
I know when
it's almost the same colors as Christmas Manners.
That's what I'm saying. You see this in this way. I bet when it's stitched is
really
out
cool.
of this world.
All right, and of course we got more of the Snow Queen in. So you can see I'm almost there. I'm right there on the bottom of her dress. And then we have Jan Hicks. This is part 4 of CRS 1713. So there was 4 parts of this that she did throughout the year. It's a very long sampler. Really cool. All right, and then, oh my God, this one is so pretty. I was thinking of Andrea when I saw this. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't have to worry, she's... So this is Rose Lejeune 1900. It's very, can you see it? It's very soft. It blends into the fabric, but I bet in person, it's really gorgeous. Lots of light pinks and pinks.
Andrea had that one?
I don't think so. It's brand new.
Oh.
Give me this one.
Oh my goodness. I have to let you know.
Yep. And then we have another new one from Jan Hicks. A Really Good Day. Look at that. That's cool. I love the bright colors. Today is going to be a really good day.
That's beautiful.
Yep. That's something you probably should put right next to your bed when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Or next to the coffee pot. All right. Oh, look at this one. This one. Okay. I have a story about this one. I was cleaning up around my desk this week, as Ronnie said it was kind of messy, and I found an envelope with these charts in it. And these charts we got in March, and they've been around since March. But they're Christmas charts, so they shouldn't have been around March. So this is called Gingerbread Row. Is that not the cutest thing ever from October House? And of course, I got one from my stash. I mean, I'm like, I just want to, those are so cool. So I could do them on the other piece of fabric that I'm doing, the Feliz Navidad, and I think it'd be really cute. It's so cute. Yeah, so, yeah.
No words. I'm mute.
I'm going to hear all the words after the video. Don't worry, they're coming. He's already got steam coming out the ears. All right, and then we had someone ask for Christmas in Blue from Kesslin's, and we do have the thread pack. But I think someone who bought this in the shop is going to do this in green and red. So they're going to do the bulk of the color in green, and then the color that's the least amount of color in red, so it looked like green with red ribbons. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be really cool.
Who's doing that?
I think it's one of our local stitchers.
Muslim?
No. So I'm not sure who it was now. We had a long conversation about it a couple weeks ago.
Okay. We had, maybe we found out, and when she finished, she allowed us to take a picture and show you.
She has to start it first. It's not being pushy. It's a thought.
You never know.
She got the thread in the flaw and thread in the pattern. So here's another one from Kesslin's, which is shoes. I love this one. Is that on Kermit? No, it's on just the lime from Zweigart, but it could be really cool. Any green. Ooh, could be perfect on Gary Green.
That will be good. Very green.
From Fabrics by Stephanie.
Yeah.
And then we have Be Scared from Kesslin's. See, Christmas is over. Gary's already buying Halloween patterns. He's scared.
You know what they say, Halloween is all year round.
Halloween 365.
And for me, Christmas is all year round.
No, you do patriotic too.
In patriotic.
So here is another one from Kesslin's, 5 Friends. And I am stitching this one. Okay, and then here's the last one from Kesslin's, If the Hat Fits. Look at that. I think that's the companion piece for the 5 Friends. So you get the shoes and the hats and dresses. That's all you got. I want to see another panel of the faces of them doing like some kind of witchy stuff. Then we have, this is from Blackbird Design. This is Midnight Ride. We got this back in the shop because we have the model here in the store. And look at this animal cracker. I love this one. This is, I'm not a cat person, but Caroline, this is Theodore. Is he not the cutest thing ever? He sounds like a Carolyn cat named Theodore. I love his little bag. You could be carrying your stash around with them. And look, you can do a little pocket for the scissors in the back. And then we have animal crackers. This is Finley. He's looks like a long-haired weenie dog with the little dapple, little sparkle there, little spots and stuff. He is called Christmas Sausage, but I didn't name him Christmas Sausage in the website because it was really long, so I just called him Finley. Hope it's okay.
Christmas sausage.
It's a weenie dog, so it's a Christmas sausage. But here is Sam's Socks, Shorts, and Such. And that's another one that we have in we have a model
Raise
of it.
the Roof.
Yep, by Raise the Roof. So it's another one we have in the shop as a model. I was rebuying things for the shop for the model, so it's on the website too. This is Plum Street Samplers Bigfoot Bunch. He was so cool. What's fun about this one is you outline, the leaf is outlined in one color and then it's filled in with a different color. So it's a great retreat piece because it's small, and if you outline all the leaves before you go to a retreat, then at the retreat you're just gossiping and filling in. So there's no counting or frogging unless you pulled the wrong color. Otherwise, I can't.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know.
I did that twice this week in the Rosewood Manor.
The pink flower turned purple.
Garden Paradise, and put it at purple because the thread for say, I don't remember exactly the number, but the say is 3047, and I got it 3847.
No, I think the purple one, it's a black and white square, so the square is white here and black here, and the other color is diagonal black and white. So he.
And there, yesterday, I was stitching and put it exactly the same.
Yeah.
It was 3847, and I got it 3047.
Oh, wow.
And I just shrugged it. But it was funny because I say, how I did it.
Yeah. So here is Stacy's Nash Designs. This is I Will Cut You. Ronnie made the little pillow for the finish. We have it here in the shop, the little pillow. And Kathy stitched it for us.
Let me tell you, when you frog for mistake colors, it's funny. When you frog for miscount, it's pain in the neck.
Yeah, because the funny part is, because every time you do the wrong color, your counting is always perfect.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. This is from Raise the Roof. This is
excuse me, guys.
Witchy Washy. I love this. She's so cool. And now we have some Crossford Rise Stitchery. She is a designer that's out of Ireland. I believe it's Ireland. I'm thinking when I talked to her at market, it was Ireland. So here's Harlequin Halloween Smalls. These are really cool. I love the European take on Halloween. Because they carve turnips. In Ireland, they carve turnips instead of pumpkins. So that's their. I like it. And then we have another one. This is called Spooky Hollow. This is some cool little. I love it because all these patterns are in here, so you just stitch them all, and now you've got your perfect dough ball that coordinates. Easy peasy.
Wow, I wonder. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, and then we have the shamrocks that grow. I love this one right here. Look at this, the rainbow shamrocks. This is the one right there. That's the one I love that one. Love the little green hat, and then this is fun.
Oh, okay. That was when I was seeing. And each page is the chart in the top, and she put the finish it in the bottom picture.
Oh, okay. So
that's when I was calling my attention.
So you get to see what you're stitching.
Yeah, she had all the, in the front of the chart, she had all the pillows, but in each page, looked like she had the chart in the top and the pillow in the bottom.
The picture of the pillow in the
How
bottom.
to look in the finish.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, this goes with here.
Oh, sorry. There's a little thing.
Oops.
Caught my attention.
And now we have, these are the baskets. So she did a basket for every month. So I'm not sure if I have all the months here, but I know we have them all on the website. So this is December basket.
I remember, guys, and say I love that one, and I'm gonna be it's in my stash.
Yeah.
Because I like the basket flowers.
And then here is November basket. I love the little mushrooms. Little mushrooms there. Then we have October basket. It's got a pumpkin. Okay, so what I see these flowers. I don't know if this is what the flowers are, but when we were in Germany as kids, they had these flowers that they dried and they were like paper, but they were like these bright colors and they were around October, something like that. I don't know what they were, but they were really cool. They had them everywhere. It was like everybody had them. It was so fun. I don't know. This is the August basket. Ooh, fresh peaches for August. I don't know if they were called paper flowers.
That is my month.
Peaches.
Yeah, but I like the Christmas.
Yeah. And here is September. It's looks like Black Eyed Susan. Is that Black Eyed Susans or similar? Some kind of daisies. Okay, now this one is called July basket. It does have the Union Jack on it, but it also has patterns for 13 different countries. So they have the US and Canada and all the other countries. So has the Union Jack, but it does have flags for 13 other countries. So you could do one for every country you went to. That would be fun. So if you've been to all 13 of the countries, so you can just have. I like that. That's kind of cool for us military people.
I'm be only in 4 countries.
Oh,
Another thing, so they go be here.
USA?
USA is one.
Okay. This is the June basket. So it's got a big red flowers and look at that big chubby bee, big fluffy bee there. It's kind of cool. So it's a June basket. And then we have the May basket. This is those, I don't know what those, snowdrops, bellflowers. I don't remember what they're called. Yeah,
No idea.
I think I do have all the months here. This is April. Look at this little, it's got the little bunny here and it's got like the fancy little china coming out of daffodils. Is that daffodils or? Yeah, they look like daffodils to me. And here's mine. This is March and it's got shamrocks. That's March basket with the shamrocks. And then February has been very popular. It's To My Valentine, and I love the soft colors of the aqua and the pink little bird there delivering a love note. And then we have the last one. is January. So we have January basket. These are little blue flowers. Is that lavender?
Look like
lavender and snowflakes. Why did it have to be snowflakes? All right, so we have our second order of the Flossability charts this week. So we sold them out last week after we showed them. So we have Cabin in the Woods is the first one I want to show, but I want to talk about a little bit. So we have talked about in the Facebook group and here on Mondays we do murder because there's two ladies that come in the shop and we were stitching on Alibi by Dirty Annie's, and that is, I have a shovel and an alibi, so we started calling ourselves the Monday Murder Group, and then the Lynn and Sonny said, what are we going to stitch on next? We haven't even got the first one halfway done yet, and already thinking about the next one. I love stitchers. That's how we think. So when this one came in, we're like, this would be perfect, Cabin in the Woods. So the stories, we were making the stories. So the murderer's hiding in the woods, or someone got murdered in the cabin, or there's a murder body under all this stuff. I don't know. We just figured this would be the next one. When we're going to start it, we don't know.
It's going to be a SAL.
It'll be a SAL. And I'm thinking they used a 32 count slate gray by Zweigart, but I was thinking like Winter Wren would be a nice one, or any other chocolate, like a chocolate. But you got to be careful with a chocolate because the center here is 3371, but it's all surrounded. But I think like Winter Wren would be a good color. This is like a gray, a soft gray.
Yeah, and a brown no good because this one too.
Yeah.
The border is brown.
Yeah. So I'm leaning towards Winter Wren, which is the same color I did my Oh Santa on. So like a charcoal or even a charcoal by Witchelt.
We will let you know when the SAL will be start.
Yep.
Maybe a couple of weeks before.
Definitely a couple of weeks before, so we can get everyone to get their supplies together. And then this is another one that's on my list to do. It's beautiful. It's the Polar Bear Express. Isn't that cute? I just love the little baby bear there.
Maybe I'll do that one.
You gonna do that one? Oh, cool. Ooh, and you have a pretty blue. An 18 count blue that would look really pretty with. Uh-oh. There he goes.
Yeah.
Well, we should have made.
I know when it's done.
Well, maybe we might add Flossabilities as one of our designer focused designers for next year. I don't know.
Oh, for 2026?
Yeah, 2026. They'll be on the list. All right, so here is Trick or Treat Town by Flossabilities. This one's on my list. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love all the details. It's gorgeous. Yeah, Sam really did. I know his name. Sam did really good this time.
Yeah.
Then here is Silent Night. This is a fun one. This is one that I was thinking you could use a Petite Treasure braid or Silk Lame to make it a little bit of sparkle. A lot of sparkle if you wanted Petite Treasure braid. A little bit of sparkle for Silk Lame or just the DMC that's called for. And then we have the smaller. Just
with DMC.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in this one in gold.
Yeah.
And
the sparkle.
Oh.
Yeah. And then here's their smaller pillows. This is the winter pillow. That's a great one. And this one they used, what thread did they use? They used Weeks Dye Works Icicles. And this is called for 3 skeins if you're doing it on 32. So that's pretty cool. And then this next one here is, they use Cottage Garden thread. And they use carnation. I'm thinking if you're in the club and any of the reds that you got from the club would be a great piece for Cottage Garden threads. Hugs and Kisses come to mind. And then we got Flossabilities Halloween pillow. They used Felix, which is a great color from Cottage Garden threads. Nice black. And that is it from Flossabilities. And now we have more things that's new and back into the shop, but they blend right into our designer focus. So we're going to transition to that, or do we want to do the fabric?
The fabric.
All right. So these next groups of fabrics are exclusive Adas that's been dyed for us, and I got to name them. And they're done by Dixie Sampler. She's our local dyer here, and
what kind is this?
This one, it's either 14 or 18 is the two Adas that we have.
Okay.
And this is Nightshade. This one is 16 count. Nightshade is 16 count.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love the colors. I love the name. And then this one is 14 or 18. This is called Bone. I call it Bone Breaker. Let's see. Does it look like? Because it looks like porcelain, so it's kind of like Bone Breaker, like some old bones.
Oh, I see the 14.
Yeah. And then this is 14 or 18. I'm calling this one
18.
I know, but we have it in both counts.
Oh.
So it's called Shadow Frost. Oh, that would be a good one for the cabin.
I love this smell.
Yeah. What about the cabin in the woods on this one?
Oh.
Possibly.
Let me see. Cabin in the wood, that one.
Let's see.
That would be.
No, I think the trees are a little too blue.
Trees, no.
The trees a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The trees.
Hey, that's why it's going to take a while to get the right color, because you've got those bright light trees, and then you've got the darker colors. This one is called Ember Foxglove. Look at that. It's like an orangey red kind of color. It's very primitive. That's what I love about Dixie Sampler's fabrics. And so these are colors. It's exclusive for us. And it's 14, 18 count Ada, except for the one that was 16, which was Nightshade.
Okay.
So now we are ready.
What is one doing here?
That was your plan?
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about.
Okay, now we're going to go into Designer Focus Designer for January. The Designer Focus Designer is Sue Hillis. And we do have quite a bit of Sue Hillis's charts. And she's got a big album of charts in her repertoire. So if you're looking for one that's not on the website, just let us know and we'll see if we reach out and get it. So she did a whole series called Hoop De Doo series. And they're all pretty much hoop finishes, and it gives the instructions on how to finish them in the hoop. So the first one here is called Peppermint Christmas.
Gorgeous. She have beautiful. Sue Hillis have a beautiful charts.
Yeah.
I love it.
And they do have back stitching, and they do have multiple colors to get the shading. So it's just some things to know. And this is called Mistletoe. That's cute. And then we have Happy Holidays. They're pretty easy charts to look at. They're not that big. They're you can finish them in a 5-inch hoop, she said. So this is Happy Holidays. Now we're gonna look at this one. This is fun. She did a whole bicycle series. This is Snowman Ink. So it's a snowman bicycle. Here's Snowman Ink.
Yeah, all the.
Yeah, there's the other bicycles. We have some of them in the shop.
Yeah.
I like the bee one. That's kind of cool. Save the bees. All right, and then you guys did see this one. Patriotic Santa that Ronnie's going to be doing.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that she puts on the back of her patterns what else goes in the series. So it's really kind of nice to know, oh, what else is available? So there's, how many Santas total is it?
What, 12?
12, okay. All right. So here, I love this one. This is in my stash to do. And it comes with the little spatula charm.
Careful, no open.
Yeah. So this is Cookie Santa. And they're about probably maybe 8 by 10 or a little, if you're doing it on 18 count, they're almost like 6 by 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
They're very small. So 8 by 10 if you're doing it on something bigger.
Yeah, if you want to do it all in one panel or separate like I do. I like to do my separate.
I would definitely do them separate.
And I'm thinking I'm going to do mine in and go see a video how to do a flop.
A flat fold?
Flat fold.
Okay, a
Flop.
flop.
Yeah, in flat fold. And I'm thinking, these Santas and flap flops looking cute. What is that word?
Flat fold.
What I say?
Sound like flip flops.
Keep going.
If you're reading the text below, I don't know what it's all saying. Okay, so this one is also in my stash to do. I love this one. It's called Christmas Calories, because calories don't count at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really fun. All right. And of course, I love this one so much I put it in twice. Shiver Me Timbers. Is this not the coolest? I love Shiver Me Timbers. Little pirate snowman and the little bird there is very brightly colored.
Yeah. What is the?
It's all DMC.
No, the little ones. I think it was.
And then we got Stitching Santa. See, even Santa, and there's some scissors and a little pair of scissors and a little bobbin that go over here somewhere. Over here. Now, if you're going to do this on a smaller count than what she recommends, the charms will be too big for you to use. On like 18 count, you're not going to be able to use the charms. But you can put it somewhere else on the piece. So there is Stitching Santa.
You can put it in the side.
Yeah. Yeah, in the side or in the top or somewhere. Yeah. I love her sewing boxes. This is called...
I want to show
the charm.
The charms.
Yes. It's a pretty big charm.
Yeah, it is. That is almost 1 inch.
Yeah.
Scissors.
And the bobbin is and she looked on the cover, it looks like what she did is she wrapped some floss around the bobbin to make it look like thread, give it some texture and dimension. This is called Auntie's Sewing Box. This is a group. All this stuff is in this book to stitch. So you make with the instructions on how to make this little box. Oh, cool. And all this stuff is super cool. And there's a Christmas one. It's not in this book, but there is a Christmas book. There's a blue study of blue book, and then there's a Halloween book that does the same kind of thing. Okay. I think I have the Christmas one to do. And then we have another Santa. Here's Candy Stick Santa. He's got the candy canes. Okay. All right. And there are no quarter stitches, but if you want them, you can do them yourself to make it smoother. This is the little guy. So this next one is called Creature Feature. And I have stitched little Frankenstein's head there, and I put him behind the little magnifying glass here in the shop. I do like the little frog, and this little pumpkin is cute. And the old style cat is fun. So this is Christmas Creatures. This is a really fun one. This is Christmas in red. So like if you wanted to do all red for your tree, you could. Or you could mix them, like do some red, some green, or you could do all greens. Whatever the theme of your tree is, like all blues would be kind of cool. So it's just monochromatic piece to do all this. And we have the sleds, you just spray paint them white. And then this is Candy Corn Crazy. Look at that. And she does give you the thing to do the cut and everything. This right here, this is fun. Little skeleton there, and of course, a little frog. What's the cat saying? Hey, Frady cat. Bad to the bone. I like the bad to the bone. He's mine. This, I've seen a lot of people at one time, they were finishing these and sticking them in chandeliers. So they're, it's called Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows. And I've seen them, I don't know who did it. Somebody took them and they got a chandelier, candelabra, not a chandelier, candelabra.
I was thinking, okay.
Words is hard. It's a chandelier for the table.
Oh my gosh. You got invented something new.
Hey, if you don't know it, just fake it. All right, here's another. This is another bicycle. This is called Harvest Delivery. And this is from the bicycle series, Harvest Delivery. Ooh, look at this orange bicycle. Little pumpkins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Gingerbread Santa from the Santa series. Gingerbread Santa. And does he have, yep, he's got
Charms.
little charms, little gingerbread. And that's kind of hard to see.
Maybe to the other side, in the white part.
I have white here.
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little gingerbread.
2 gingerbreads.
Yep.
Charms.
Yes. Okay. And then we have, oh, I have this one in my stash. Ooh, I need to see what I'm going to stitch. This one comes with the little keys. This is called Good Night. You know, I'm a sucker for clothesline. So these little keys are in the pattern. In the.
You put it this side.
Are you able to see?
Is what, 1 or 2?
It's a ring of keys.
Oh, a ring of
it's a little
keys.
ring with a couple of keys.
Okay,
so he's
cool.
got a key to your house.
Okay.
Okay. So there is that. That's definitely on my list. And here is Hello Halloween. Hello Halloween. It's a big, this is a big truck. This is a fun piece.
And she had the Christmas, Christmas truck and
Autumn truck.
autumn truck. Too.
Yeah. But they're different. The Christmas truck's got some trees and the autumn truck is over here.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween's autumn.
Yeah, it's cool.
Right. And then look at this. Okay, I don't know why I have not stitched this yet. This is called Monster Mash. Look at that. I need right there he is right there. I need that Frankenstein and I need that skeleton. I need all these guys. Oh my gosh. And then you can spray paint the little sleds different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need it for my Halloween tree. Okay, so Monster Mash.
More in your stash.
It's already in my stash.
Oh, already.
Who are we kidding? I've had it for years. Okay, so this is called the North Pole Chamber of Commerce. So it's a 4-part series. They can be stitched individually, so you don't have to put them all together if you don't want to. But if you put them all together, they will look like this. A nice long piece. But this is part 1. Part 1 is just this piece right here. And then part 2 is right here. Of course, look at, I love this little sewing little shop there, and you get the little elf. Is it little elf clothes? Yep, little elf clothes, little Santa clothes, right there. And then part 3 is Jingle Bell Emporium, hot cookies, sweet shop. So it's all the little stores. That's number 3. And then, of course, number 4 is the reindeer heads outside with the word burr. And someone's done a paddle. I don't know. You guys see it as a display thing. I'm a kid from the...
It's a Reindeer Flying Academy.
A Reindeer Flying Academy. But you guys see a board to display. I see a paddle. I'm from that generation. We know what paddles are. It says burr. All right, and then, yes, I can drive a stick. These are her minis, her little mini things here. And then, this is a summer treat. So this is her bicycle. It goes in the bicycle group, but it's got the best stuff. It's got ice cream. So that's the summer treats. That one is in my stash. Ooh, I'm going to do that one. I have to go see, we're going to pull my Sue Hillis stuff out. Pajama Santa. And he's got his little quilt and his teddy bear. Of course, the cat's going to go to bed with him. You got Coco too. And then we have Snowflake Santa. Oh, he kind of goes with the patriotic Santa. The two blue Santas.
Oh, yeah.
So here is Snowflake Santa. Well, but look, see, they're companions.
Yeah, I see that.
Just saying.
I like it.
A blue Santa.
Yeah.
And then we have Santa Stocking. Here is Santa Stocking. And we're getting close. We're getting close to the end. This is Something Wicked Tube Banner and Biscorn U. So this is a little banner. And then there's also a, what is that? Fat Biscorn U right there. So I think you wrap it up and put it like that, is what she's showing. If you had one of those giant spools, but or just hang it. I think hanging it looks better, so you can see it. Why stitch everything and roll it up, and then you can't look at it? That's really cool, like that. And then last but not least is Traveling Santa for us travelers, world travelers. Around the block traveler, you know, we always traveling. I travel back and forth to the store from the house. So as far as I go now. Here's Traveling Santa. That's the last one.
It's a beautiful collection of Santas.
Yeah.
If you love Santas,
check
it's
here.
a beautiful.
I think all right, there's 3 that we did not show that we probably
That one?
No, I just showed it.
Oh, you showed that one?
It was there.
Okay.
We did not show the Santa Friends, but we can get it, or the Santa's Ark right there. And then there's one more Santa, Poinsettia Santa.
This one?
Nope, we had that one. Poinsettia Santa. Yeah, that was the only 3.
If you love Santas, this is a beautiful collection.
And there'd be,
say,
you know, you said something about doing a flat fold finish, but I think if you do all 12 of them, you could do like an accordion finish.
Yeah.
You know, like where you open them up and they're connected with ribbons, and then they would sit up on the fireplace like an accordion. That'd be kind of cool, because if they're all the same size, that would be fun. And then you just fold it up and put it in the box for next year. So we have gone through our list. You guys can take a small break and come back and watch my WIP parade. Okay, now who's ready for a WIP parade? I've been working all day on making my list, trying to figure out all the data so I wouldn't have to say too many times fabric yes. As you guys know, that's my normal action. Sometimes I get carried away. So I'll be doing this one by myself because Ronnie's going to be watching the video later after it's all edited so that he won't see everything all chaotic. Wish me luck. And hopefully it won't go too fast. I'll try to keep it a good pace so we can I can show you everything. A lot of these go back to, some of these go back to 2019. So fabric choices were sometimes from separate clubs that I was in the past. All of these are still probably in print. I don't think I had anything that was out of print. And they may or may not be on the website as of now, but they can be if you needed them. So with that being said, let's go with the first oldest. I'm doing oldest to newest, and it's not that bad. I was putting together that, oh, I thought it was worse before, but it's really not bad. You guys can count the numbers, and I already told you guys how many WIPs I had by a year. So if you want to count up to make sure that what I said earlier in the video matches up what I'm showing you now, good luck, and let's get this started, all right? So the first oldest WIP that I have is Vivian Noel from Jardin Privé, and this is what it looks like. And if you know, this is going to be one of my designer-focused designers for next year, so hopefully I will get some work done on him. He is, here he is. He's on a 32 count Frosty Aqua by XG Design. And I did double WIP these boards, so hopefully I don't get too confused and I don't get you guys lost. So this is Vivian Noel. And the next one is Wicked Christmas by Sarah. And this is, it's my two favorite holidays, Christmas and Halloween. So the witches are delivering the Christmas presents. I hope it's Christmas presents. But this is a big one. And I'm doing it on 36 count Ren. And this is all I have done. I don't have a lot done on it. And originally I was doing it one thread over two on 36 count. I didn't like the coverage, so I went back and now I'm doing it two threads over two on 36 count. And the fabric is able to take the threads and not look too crowded. Looks nice and full. So yeah, not a lot done. You see that little moon up in the corner? I have a lot to do. This is on fat half. So I'll get there one day. That's going to be a lifetime piece, as I can tell. My next one is Toil and Trouble by Plum Street Samplers. This is an oldie, but a goodie. I love this one. So there it is. It's kind of hard to see. Lots of glare. It's a real photo, so it's kind of hard to tell. Good. There you go. I think that's good. So I'm doing this one on 28 count Regency by Picture This Plus. Yeah. So it is a green. The lighting in this room, in our dining room, is there's amber light bulbs in the chandelier, and we've been here over a year and we have yet to change it because we never use this room. This is Princess Leia's formal dining room that she eats in every day. So this is actually a green. So my fabric colors are not going to show true to color, and I do apologize that up front. But this is 28 count Regency by Picture This Plus. And so my next one on the back of this one is Tonight is Halloween by Kathy Barrick. Now this one is on a 36 count solo die. When I was finding, whenever you find those cool grungy fabrics, it's just fun to pick them up and you never know what you're going to use it for. This just happens to be one of them. So it's almost halfway done. I just got to do the other half. And then I think there's some trees over here. So it's like a tree. So it's pretty close to being done. And this is Tonight is Halloween by Kathy Barrick. Okay. Let's see. All right. Wow. Okay, I'm already out of order, and that didn't take long, did it? Okay, so here we go. Spider Banner by Alexander Adelaide. This is what it looks like. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's just 3 colors. And this is mine. Mine's on the 28 count green that a friend of mine gave to me. It was like a table runner or something. She got it like 1,000,000 years ago, or 1.5 million back when they used to do these things. But I love it. It's, of course, I think if I would have started probably with the spider at the bottom, I probably would have had more done. But you know, we all know when we do white stitches, it's a struggle. So this is that one. And then I'm going to go to my next one, which is Christmas Eve Ride by Needle Bling Designs. And this is where I'm at. I'm doing a color conversion on this one. I'm brightening up the colors. I wanted them to be a little bit brighter, and I'm doing it on it's on 28 count Snow by Crosswing Collection. And I know my church is a little bit blending in there, but I will backstitch a little bit on it to pull it out. This is what it looks like in the other colors when it's on brown. So even on the brown, the church kind of disappears in the middle. So I think it might be okay. All right. So now, right here is where I would be showing Snow Queen, but I figured since I just showed Snow Queen earlier in the video, you guys saw my progress because that's been my December focus piece, and I'm really getting close. So I didn't want to take it off the board again and show it to you twice. So that's one of my oldest. That's actually a 2020. I started that in January of 2020, and she's been around for 4 years. So I figured this was the year she had to be done. And I'm really impressed with how much stitching I got done with her. There's a lot of beads to go, and then just a little bit more stitching, I believe, probably another couple days. So hopefully by the 31st, all the stitching should be done, and I can start beading. Now, we're going to go to the Rosewood Manor Spring Quaker, and I'm using the called for Valdani threads, and I'm doing it on the 28 count Valor that's called for. So here is Spring Quaker. I actually, I have more of this one done than what I thought. So it's pretty cool. And then of course, this was the year that I started all the Quakers. So I did also start Summer Quaker back in 2020. And here's Summer Quaker. And this is where I'm at. I always think that I have more done on Summer Quaker until I open it up. And it's with the called for Valdanis on 28 count Truffle. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I normally like to, as you guys know in the other videos, I normally like to put tons of clips on and pull them super tight so you guys can see it. But I only had so many clips and I only had so many boards, so I'm doubling it up for the WIP reviews. All right, next one we have Spring, Summer. Okay, Reindeer. We're back on my list again. So Reindeer Feed Sack from Carriage House. This is one that I wanted to get done. Again, I thought I had more done than what I did, and so it's one of my few pieces that I have on 40 count, and it was a solo die that I picked up when I was at a retreat somewhere. But I'm doing it with 1 thread over 2, and this is the 40 count solo die, and I'm using Belsois. Switched it over to Belsois silks because it was charted with NPIs or DMC, but the red was more like a 3777, which is to me more of an orangey rusty color, and I wanted more red and white. So I got Tulip from Belsois and Icing from Belsois. I love this piece. This would have been my December focus piece, but the Snow Queen was screaming very loudly at me, and she wanted my attention. So I said, here we go. All right. Next one. This has been a tiring one for me. I do need to get back to it. The only thing is, it's you stitch it on 5 pieces of fabric, and then you got to sew it together. Then you frame it, and it's much bigger than what you think. So I do have 3. I think I have 3 of the panels done. Pretty sure I have the cat. This is it is called Halloween Gathering. You know what? Let me take it out. Take off some of the glare. It's a photo, so it's still going to glare a little bit. So here is Halloween Gathering. Yeah, see what I mean? So I have this panel done. I have the owl panel, Halloween. I'm, pumpkin the snowflakes are my kryptonite, and I still have to stitch this one. I didn't want to jump to this one because I knew if I jumped to this, I would never come back to the pumpkin. So see how little that looks? This is very small. See, very small. This is the panel with the pumpkins. That's the top little bitty pumpkin up there. There's 2 more pumpkins. I got the middle pumpkin. This is the middle one right here, and then there's one down here. So yeah, I've got quite a bit more to do, and I'll get to it. I do still want to do it, and I'll probably, I don't know how I'm going to attach it. Might back stitch it together. That way I know it lines up, but I don't know. That's a whole nother thing beyond my idea of sewing it together. I don't know. It'll get done. And I'll say that probably a lot. Now this next one is, okay, here we go. Is Halloween at Hollyberry Farm. And this thing is going to be huge. Thank God we have a store now to show it in, because I did it on 28 count. So it's Halloween at Hollyberry Farm, and this is what it looks like. Another real photo, so it's kind of glaring. So there's what it looks like on the darker fabric. I did start this on a dark fabric, and I just didn't feel like what I think like I liked it as much. And then I watched a Flosstuber back in 2020 who was doing it on a brown, and I'm like, I like that look. So this is Halloween at Hollyberry Farm by Stacy Nash Primitives on 28 count driftwood. Look how big it's going to be. This is a fat half. Yes, it will fit. Barely, but it will fit. So I am over there. See the corner where that tree is, and I got I'm going to have plenty of room, because right there is where that cross thingy is, and up under the cross thing starts more of these flowers. So the flowers are going to come down and then go right about through here. So yeah, so I'll still have plenty left. Okay. But I love this piece. And the flowers, the black and white flowers on the edges really, really do. I like this, the way it pops on the brown fabric. In person, you can see it a little bit better, but it's going to be a great piece for the shop. Now this next one is, okay, here we go, is All Hallows Eve by Birds of a Feather. I'm so embarrassed. But clearly I started this in 2020 when I was doing 31 days of new starts for Halloween. One day I was doing a new start every day. And I only picked this up one time in 2020 when I started it. I love this piece. It's All Hallows Night. Yes, All Hallows Night. So it's a dad pumpkin head and a little kid pumpkin head. They look like they're going trick or treating or taking the lizard out for a walk, or I don't know what they're doing, but it's fun. I'm doing mine on 32 count Cyprium. If you've been watching for a couple of years, I'm still at the same part I was in 2020. Just a little bit of the shirt done. I know that orange, all the orange on this piece is going to pop on Cyprium. And this, yeah, it's going to get there. All right, and now we have Dasher from Nor Corbett. This is one of the Christmas Courier reindeers. Me and Dasher have not been very good friends. He's been around. He's a very little piece. He's been around since 2020. Initially, my problem was I pulled the wrong Kreinik. I pulled a number 8 Kreinik to do all this stuff up here, and I didn't like it. It wasn't working right. I didn't know what was the problem. But then I realized it should have been number 4, so then I took it all out. And then I started stitching somewhere else, and I just haven't got back to them, but I will get back to them. I do want all 8 of them up in the house one day. I only have 3 done, so 3 and half. So I'll get it. My favorite one is up next. This is Rosewood Manor. I have a lot of Rosewood Manor started. It's one of my favorite designers. Turkish Delight. The more I look at it on this red, I do love this piece on the red because it is what it reminds you of what it's supposed to. Like a Turkish rug, and that's what it looks like. But when I was doing mine, I changed my fabric to 32 count Nessie. I'm using all the called for Weeks Dye Works threads. All I did was change the fabric, and it's going to be more of a blue on blue. So some of the blue letters are fading in like I want. I didn't change anything, just the fabric color to 32 count Nessie. My picture this plus. Yeah. I'm all the way across there. So I'm probably almost half, not quite half. Yeah. It's getting there. All right. This poor guy, I'm really embarrassed for him. This is Ronnie by Kathy Barrick. I've got Rebecca all finished, framed, and hanging up in the shop. And this is Rodney, Rebecca's sweetheart. I'm not showing him much love, and I'm sorry, Rodney, but this is Rodney by Kathy Barrick. And he's done on the other piece of 32 count solo coffee dye that someone had gave me. Is this embarrassing? That's all I got done. And I have his frame and everything all picked out. I just got to stitch him so he can be right next to Rebecca. But it's a nice, fun piece. And my next piece is from the Primitive Hair, and it's on a 30 count Bolin linen. It's called Christmas Makers. It's printed. The Bolin linen is printed with cursive writing that you could barely make out. You can't really make what the words are. You just know they're words, kind of like writing. I did pull this out a couple years ago, and I finished the snowman or the Santa, and I started some more. It's bigger than what you think, because you start stitching like, oh wow, I should be done, and I don't know what it is that's stopping me from getting it done, but I love the piece. It's Christmas Makers by the Primitive Hair. Let's see, are we on? Ooh, I think I'm still by my list. This is going to be the hardest task because I got a stack of stuff here. I have a stack of stuff over here. So let's see if we can get this going pretty good. Wow. Okay. Here is my favorite lady, Bellatrix by Bella Filipina. Is she not the best? Look at her. And she's on 28 count Banshee by Fabrics by Stephanie. And I love her. I'm getting close. Not. I gotta do this part over here and then down here. I did the back stitching as I went in the arch, so that's all done up there. The black work or whatever they had you doing with the metallic. The book is all done. I love the book and the candles. But yeah, this is a good piece. What is you'll notice that I have more and more Halloween items in my WIP parade because I've been focusing on stitching non-Halloween stuff for the shop because the shop was turning into a GaRon Stitchery Halloween shop, and I want to be inclusive to some of the other styles of stitching. So I have been deliberately pushing some of my Halloween WIPs back a little bit, unless they were really, really calling on me, like When Skeletons Dance, which I finished this year. And I think there might have been one other. So let's get into the drawn thread. This is Bats in the Belfry. And you look at this, you're like, why is this not done? There's more to this than what you think. There's the big tree up here and the big moon, and then there's all the bats are specialty stitch. No, satin stitch. Some of the bats are done in here, and I think I'm doing this just with DMC. But yeah, I like that. It's a cute small piece. The drawn thread are very fun pieces. I don't think I'm doing this with the NPIs. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't even look at the threads in the bag. I was just trying to pin and board, and type up my spreadsheet because it wasn't updated. Now, you guys ready for this one's definitely on. This is not a Halloween one, and it's Teresa Kogut, and it's Newcastle Bouquet. This was a birthday start in 2021. I started on my birthday. I really want to work on this some more. I didn't realize when I pulled it out, like, oh my God, I didn't know I had the bird done. Look at this. Is this not the coolest? I mean, you could just frame just that part if you wanted to, but I want the whole thing. Look at that. And that's done with all the called for threads. And it's on my favorite fabric, 32 count Cosmic Platinum by Dames of the Needle. Because we're under the amber light of dining. You're not getting the true, a little bit, you got a little bit of the true fabric color there. But there we go. Look at that. Oh. And these blocks are dense. They are very heavy in stitching, but they're so cool. And they go all the way around. But it's a pop. That's, imagine this thing, imagine it right here behind me in the dining room. That's what I keep saying. Imagine it's going to be there. I'll have to loan it out to the shop every now and then, but mostly it'll be here in the house. All right, next one we have. Ooh, I'm just shocked that they're in order. I got so mind confused by trying to double up the boards and stack them in the right way. So this next one is Hands-On Design, Snow Much Fun. It's the banner piece that she did there. All right, I'm using the called for threads, but I'm doing 32 count white opal. So I got one pin done, and I'm doing it down this way, and then I got this next one, and they will be cut out and mounted this way. But I just wanted to do it. It was stitching it this way, and I'm doing it in my roller frame, so it just rolls on up, and it's easy to do. But I'm using all the called for threads, and just can you see that? I don't think you can see the opal. You're getting all the reflection from the light. But that is so much fun. Now the next one, if the Snow Queen, it was a toss-up between the Snow Queen and this next one from Hands-On Design, which is called the Secret Santa series, is what I call it. I'm counting it as one WIP. It's 9 patterns. There's 8 patterns that you pay for, and then you got the 9th one is a sliver on each one that you got to figure out how to put together. I have 3 of them done on the called for fabric, which is 32 count vintage Tiffany, Light Fabrics by Stephanie. So I have 3 done, 3 of the 9. So I brought all the cards because I wasn't sure which one to show. So let's see, I still got to do this guy with the sunglasses. Do we have the reindeer? Oh, no, I got to do the reindeer one. Okay, I need to do the naughty list. Oh, I think I have these right. Oh, and this one right here, Jingle Jolly. Okay, and do we have Joy? Oh, and Joy. So Joy I need to do too. Spread Joy. And this Silent Night. Oh, Silent Night, I just finished that one. And then my other one is Santa's Key, which is right in the center. And then Holly St. Nick is the first one I did. These are so fun. And I really did want to pick these up. But I still have time. Not this year. But definitely they're on the plan. And I do want to have them finished as the little things here. I think those are so cute. And I have the little buttons that go on the bottom so I can send them off and get them finished. I think that'll be super, super cute. I moved my marker. Where are we at? We are at Undertaker. Where is Undertaker? Okay. Well, I've lost my place again, so we're gonna go stick with hands-on design. These must have all been in the same bag. I think that's what happened. So this one is Wolf. It's from the Block Party series called Wolf. And this one, there are two poodles. There's one poodle. See, there's one poodle right here, and then there's another smaller dog. I want to make the smaller dog look more like a poodle and look like Princess Leia, and make this one look like Ginger. Because Ginger is a little bit bigger than Princess Leia. Not by much, but we let her think she's bigger because she's older. So this is where I'm at. I'm doing this on a 32 count Lugana that's gray. So I'm right where I need to start making the decisions about how to change the colors, and I think that's why I stopped. And because my fabric is a little light, I am back stitching the bones in a light gray. So yeah, you learn as you go. Make sure your fabric is dark enough for the white to show. But I get too much done to start over. And now my next one from Hands-On Design is Coastal Holiday. And I started with the box right here. I will do the ornaments, but I did start with the box. So I got 2 little cabanas done. Still 2 more to do and a bunch of other writing. I think when I was doing this one, I was kind of struggling with some of the back stitching, but now that I look at it, it's really popping. So I don't know what my problem was, but I do love this piece. I love the bright colors. So the little ornaments, these ornaments will be hanging on the shop tree once I do get them stitched and finished. So those will be cool. Now that I can have them out all year long, I'm excited. All right, now we're getting to, let's see, wow, I really got out of order here. Okay, I did that. So we're gonna do Halloween Shop by Fairy Wool in the Wood. I love, look at this, this is fun. So it's a shop where the vampires and the witches go and buy their clothes and their stuff. And so it's a Halloween store that they go shopping in. Isn't it cute? And I'm doing it on the called for 32 count witch Tina. And so that's all the spots and stuff. Like, again, for some reason, it feels like dense stitching because it's blocks of stitching. And I think that's what it is. I'm not a block stitcher. So once I have to start filling in blocks and blocks of colors, I slow down my stitching. It's weird. I don't get it. All right, and now my next one, this one is this okay, this next group, most of these all were started in Mania, so I was doing 15 new starts a day in 2020 for Stitch Mania. So this is Another Girl's Night Out by Just Nan. I was stitched on it one day, so I don't even have her head. I just got a headless witch, the center headless witch. Her colors are so cool, and she's on, you know what, it says 32 count coffee dyed. I think this is 32 count oaken. I think it's 32 count oaken from Pictures Plus, now that I remember. I have to update my list. Okay, now we're back on my list. Okay, this is from Cherish Stitches, The Undertaker. hey, we're going pretty good. We're not almost halfway through. This is the Undertaker. It's a cool pattern. It's by Cherish Stitches. My problem is it's the fabric. It's one of those. It's a 32 count coffee dyed fabric. I don't know. I don't think it has a name brand. It was just somebody giving it to me, and it's very thin and wispy. So see, it's I don't know if you can see, but it's very thin. And so I think, and I gotta be, when it's thin and wispy like that, I have to make sure I don't pull my threads too tight. So I have to constantly control my tension a little different in my Q-snap. So I get nice full, but it's all lines and borders and stuff. So it'll get done one day. This cool one, this next one is by Amy Brucken, and it's called Frankster. And I got this really cool lime green polka dotted fabric. I don't even know where I got it from, but it's so cool. So this is Frankster. Isn't he cool? It's a perfect Amy Brucken fabric. She just loves those bright colors, and I think he's so cool. But he's in timeout until we get more non-Halloween stuff in the shop. All right, now where are we at? We did that. Oh, okay. Salem Sisters by Plum Street Sampler. This is Salem Sisters. I think she has Salem Sisters 2, Salem Sisters 3, and this is Salem Sisters. So this would be technically the first one, but it's just called Salem Sisters. Very small photo. There you go. Maybe you can see some of it there. I'm showing it this close because I don't have a lot stitched. Go figure. I got words. I got some words done, and I'm doing it on a 28 count Earth by Crosswing Collection. Look at that. Is that cool? Yeah, I think it's going to look really cool. Nice and grungy. That'll be fun. And then I have Come Sit a Spell by Glendon Place, and it's on 28 count Changeling by Fabrics by Stephanie. I'm seeing a trend here. There's a lot of Fabrics by Stephanie in my selection. Okay, let's see. Let's hold this open a little bit like this, like that. There we go. Look at that. And I'm doing the back stitching with her as I'm going along because it's a Glendon Place. There's a lot of back stitching. And oh, look at the moon. That's really kind of cool. So, yeah. So, I got a lot done on her. Pretty cool. Yeah. So, we are up to, wait, what year are we up to? 2021? Yes, we are still in 2021 and we're still in May. So, it's been a year. Now we've got the two Nora Corbett's that came out sometime back in 2021, I believe. And they're both on 32 count jalapeno from, who is it? From Fiber on a Whim, which they cannot make this color anymore. So it was a fluke. And of course it's green. But this is, here is Eleonora, just a shadow. There is another color in here. Down in here is like a Karen Water Lilies, but most of it, she's mostly 310. And some beads. And then here is Claire. Claire, I have hardly nothing done. I've got one of her little antler horny things done. So there's Claire. So here is Eleonora and Claire on this jalapeno. So here's Eleonora. So there's a little face profile, and I was up doing her hat. And then there's a start of the other's horn or something. I may have it upside down. It looks like I have it upside down. You know you need to stitch more if you don't even know what direction it's supposed to go in. But yeah. Wow. This yellow light, orange, whatever yellow light is really messing with my colors. All right. Now, my next one is Father Son by Joan Elliott. And good news, Joan Elliott is Designer Focused Designer for next year. And I will be stitching on Father Son. Look at that. I'm not doing the border. I'm just going to do his face. And I've outlined the top as I was going. Yep. Look at his eyes. His eyes are like, stitch me, stitch me, stitch me now. But yeah, so he's got a little bit of beads on him, and then once I finish him, then he'll go on the wall at the shop. I love this guy. Look at all that gold. Yeah, he's very cool. So he's halfway done, and he will be a 2025 focus finish piece. He will be hanging up in the shop. The moment he's finished, he'll go to the framer. I have a spot, I've got a nail hanging up on the wall waiting for him. So he is priority number 1 on 2025. Now we have Raven Queen from Mirabilia. I've gone back and forth whether I want to stitch the back buildings or not, because I saw someone who didn't stitch the back buildings and they framed her in one of those antique oval photos that they used to have back in I don't know, 40s, 20s, 30s. I don't know. It has that glass that bows out, which you can only find those frames at antique stores. So I'll start looking around for it. And if I find it, then I won't stitch the background. If I can't find it, I'll be stitching the background. But here is Raven Queen. She's just a dress, so she's really just her closet right now. And this is on 32 count Witch's Sky, I believe. Yeah. So here she is. And she'll be on hold until I really find the frame that I want. And then another Rosewood Manor. Oh, feathers. Oh, feathers. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my, oh, feathers. I'm about halfway done. Look at that. So the top of the head is starting right there. So yeah, I'm right. I got the bottom part to do. The bottom and all that border. And this is done with the called for threads, the sulky threads, and it's on 32 count Arctic Glacier. I don't remember who the dyer was. So it's like a very light blue. So any light blue I thought would look really good with this one. I think it's Seraphim. Yeah, it's Seraphim Fabrics. With this being with the sulky threads, which use one thread, and it's a little bit thicker, like 1.5 threads or something like that. I think a little bit thicker than that. So I got to use a threader with this thread, and then so constantly threading it. There's a million color changes as you're going through, so you try to use as much. Once you got the color on the needle, you want to use it wherever you can. So I do like this piece. It was between this piece and O Santa this year to get finished, and O Santa won. So that one could be a possible 2025. And now we have, let's do it this way. So let's see, we have Spooky Quaker by From the Heart. And From the Heart is one of our designer-focused designers for next year. So this is the reason they were picked, is because I really want to get this one started. I really should say started, because what I got started is not a start for me. So this is Spooky Quaker. I love the little witches' heads and little pumpkins going around. It's a very fun piece. And I'm doing it on 36 count. And it's told you, it's not a start. It's really embarrassing. And it's on 36 count Swank. So any, like a yellow ivory kind of color would be nice. But I don't know. I might restart it on the 32 so it's a little bit bigger and I can use 2 threads, and that way it's got more oomph. But I don't know, I kind of like it a little bit smaller. And now my next one, the last one in this stack, is from Plum Street, Eat Crow. And this one, it messes with my head every time. So it's stitched on a 32 count vintage beeswax by R&R. And I pull it out and I see it, I'm like, oh my God, it's almost done. Let me get started. And then I pull out the pattern and it's like, what's my other kryptonite? See that big pumpkin? Yeah, that thing's humongous, because look how big this guy is. So he's big. So that means the pumpkin is about hand size. So yeah, but it's really cool. Look at that vulture there, or buzzard. I don't know. I think he's a buzzard, but he's so cool in this dark fabric. And he's technically not a Halloween piece, so he could be a fall piece for my fall wall at the shop. So that could be technicality. He could make it in for 2025. All right, so we finished one page of my list. I do have it all on the list and everything when I started in the fabric. I even put down what bag it goes into, so I know what bag to put these back into, because some of them share bags. I like the bigger 12 by 18 bag, so I put multiple WIPs in a bag, either by subject or by designer. Now we got the next page. Okay, I'm back. So that way I can put it there. I'll probably still move it one more time, but I think I'm okay. Ooh, almost lost my card. I created these little cards last year. I didn't do it this year, but I created a little card so it had the name and the bag and the designer and the fabric and stuff. And when I started it, I lost most of them. So it wasn't a good idea. It's like fabric names. I end up losing the tags. And sometimes I even lose the cover sheet for some of my patterns. And I'm like, where did the cover sheet go to? But okay, so now let's get, this one should have been shown some time ago because she was started back in 2020 and we're in 2021. So this is Miss Mary Mac. Miss Mary Mac by Lottie Da. And I'm doing her on 40 count. Miss Mary Mac, 40 count. And it was like a solo, it was like a test die. It was called 22. I think it's from Seraphim Fabrics. So it's all one thread. I'm using Witching Hour by Gentle Arts, and it's one thread over 2 on 40 count. I love the color fabric. It's a lot of stitching for me for 40 count. I normally don't do that much stitching on 40 count, this big of a pattern, but it's cool. That's as wide as it's going to be. That's the width. So it's only going to be that wide, and it's almost like a square, so it's going to come down a little bit there. So I have a lot more of this fabric left for some other cool smalls. Now, let's get back to 2021. Back to September 2021. Here is Yellow Submarine by Blackbird Designs. And I'm doing this one on 36 count Liberty Gray by R&R. And I don't know if I really enjoy this fabric. So I saw someone else do theirs on a bright blue, on a watery blue, and it looked like really cool. This is kind of washed out. I'm not enjoying it. I'm probably going to restart it because it's not popping like I want. I mean, I haven't even, maybe because I haven't got to the yellow in the submarine yet. And I'm doing it with the Vicky Clayton silks. So it's not the threads, it's the fabric for me. I need more of a pop fabric, I think. Okay, so that one may be a restart when I do pick it up again. And now we have, okay, we already showed Christmas Eve Ride by Needleblade. Okay, Poltergeist Pirates is another, it's another start that's barely a start because it was, is it also done? No, it's done in September. I don't know what I was doing in September. Maybe AB Singo back in 2021. Caroline, maybe she signed me up for AB Singo because I have like, yeah, I think I needed a P for the ABC, and this is all I got started on this massive piece. I get part of the cell and a little basket or the crow's nest. And this is on the call for fabric, 28 count Bang by Crosswing Collection. Isn't it? It's a pretty fabric. Look at the stars. I'm using, no, I'm using something else. Okay, anyway. And next we have, oh, Coastal Holiday we already did. All Hollows, where are we at? Where did you go? Where did you go to? Okay. Anyway, I don't know where she's at on the list, but this is Gypsy Queen by Mirabilia. I'm hoping she's going to work on the fabric I picked.
I don't have a lot done. I started center down, so I got to her hair first. I'm doing it on the 32 count Halloween pumpkin by XG Design. I don't have enough done to know if this is really going to flow with her colors. When I laid the threads on the fabric, all the oranges and teals and everything just popped, and the purples looked really good. And because she's so big, I think she's going to be really cool. But I have to wait till she starts singing to me, because once a Mirabilia starts yelling at me and talking to me, I get kind of like, I got to stitch it. All right, here we go. Now we're getting a little bit back in the groove. So this is from Erica Michaels, All Hallows Eve. I did already finish the berry in this one back when it came out as a GaRon Stitchery exclusive. So it was a GaRon Stitchery exclusive. So this is the original printing of the pattern. So it's All Hallows Eve. And believe it or not, what's funny is I started this one, and then afterwards I started the Liberty games and the reindeer games, and both of those are stitched and framed at the shop. I enjoyed this one, and I was slowing down so because I didn't want to pass someone I was stitching with, and then I just ended up stopping. I don't know. But this is on the called for fabric and the called for threads. So here is, I started in the center, Frankenstein and the Bride. There you go. And I got some of the words done. You can see it much better in person, but it's really cool. It just pops. And next we have Christmas Tide at Holly House by the Scarlet House. And I'm using the called for NPIs on this. And of course, is there snowflakes up there? And look at little reindeers jumping over the snow, whatever, snow humps or speed bumps. I don't know what they're jumping over. So this is what I have done. I've just 2 of the windows, 2 out of 9 windows done. So this thing is going to be big. It's going to be big. And it's on, of course, it's on a 28 count French Vanilla by R&R Reproductions, I believe. So yeah, it's going to be about this size. Look at that. It's cool. Because that's the edge. So it's going to do the trees. I could jump over and do some of the trees to get away from the house, but I'm loving the color. And the bricks are really, they are one color. It's Mississippi Mud Pie from Silken Colors. And so it's just making its natural look for the bricks. So it looks like I'm doing a lot of color changes. And I'm not. That's fun. The fun part of over-dyed floss when it works right. Okay, next one is Christmas Garden. Let's see if I can show. Oh, yeah, I have a picture. I have a picture. Oh, I like that one too. Oh, man. My brain is still in Christmas mode. So I'm like, okay. All right, so we're going to do this right here. This is Christmas Garden. It's in this book, Home for the Holidays. It's Christmas Garden. There it is right there. And I'm doing it with called for colors, but the Vicky Clayton threads. And this is on Cottage Stone by Color and Cotton that I picked up some time ago. So I got 1 page done. So there's like 3 more pages like this size. So I just get 4 more to do. And I'm working on a new project, Feliz Navidad, with the Vicky Clayton silks, and I took them off the spools because I saw someone else took theirs off the spools, cut the threads and put them on thread drops. I love it. Much better. I can stitch so much better. I don't know what it is about me and spools. They roll away. I lose them. I got to figure out how to wrap them back on there. I don't know. It's me and spools. We don't get along. So I am so happy for, I think it was Caroline who showed that she had cut hers and put them on thread drops, or hopefully that's who I was watching. I think that's who it was. And now we have from Glendon Place, looking for my picture. Nativity. This is Glendon Place Nativity, which I haven't picked up since 2021. Yeah. So this was a December start in 2021. So this is where we're at. And this is on our exclusive fabric that I had made for this piece. So we got Mary, a little bit of Mary. She's floating there, baby Jesus, Joseph, and some of the angel, and some of the building. But I am loving this piece. And it's on, what's it called? The fabric is called, what did we call it? We called it GaRon's Desert Night. And I'm doing it on because of the beads, I'm doing it on 32 count even weave. So I think the beads will be okay. This is an even weave. And it's printed, so it's not dyed and shrunk. So there will be that. And then, go figure. I started the nativity in November, and then instead of keep stitching on it, I decided why not just start the 3 kings from Glendon Place. So there's the 3 kings, and I started the center king. I just got barely any start. But I think he's gonna look pretty cool. So he's the center one here. The other 2 will be a little bit down here. So I think it'll fit. I think they'll fit good. So there is the 3 Kings by Glendon Place. And then I have. No, I don't have. Okay. I have. No, I don't have what's on my list. I have the Hunter Gatherer by Rosewood Manor. I love this piece because it reminds me of a European piece, like a European tapestry or something when I was in Germany. And so this is Hunter Gatherer. And I'm doing it with the Call For threads, Gentle Arts, Weak Style Works, I believe. And I'm doing it on 32 count weathered stone. Look at this. Is this not the coolest? Look at the colors. Oh, I just love the colors. And the fabric is like an ivory with a little bit of undertone of green and gray, like a stone look. So it's weathered stone. This is Atomic Ranch. I was like, oh, I forgot. So there's another column I need to add going forward, where the fabric came from. So where are we at? We are at, now we got Quaker Diamonds. Okay, so now here is Quaker Diamonds by Rosewood Manor, and I'm using the called for threads, Valdani, and I'm doing it on the call for 28 count because it's Valdani. And it's on 28 count Mellow by Picture This Plus. I have 1 page done. I was stitching this with Jeanna and Michelle. Then I got distracted and they finished. I think that was the plan. But it is a fun piece. So there is all I have done, 1 page. 1 page out of 9. So that's not bad. 1 out of 9. I got 8 to go. I can do it. And then my other project is Summer Jubilee. And it's in the Souvenirs in the Heart book right here. And Summer Jubilee looks like that right there. Very tiny picture. Hopefully it's not too blurry. Because I have like nothing hardly stitched. I got the center flower pot, and I'm doing this with the Vicky Clayton silk conversion, and I'm doing it on 32 count Harbor Fog. I think this was from Color and Cotton, back when we were able to get some of their fabric. There we go. Yeah, it's got some done on there, but it looks good. All right, now there we go. Okay. I started this one in 2022, January 2022. And in January 2024, it was Focus Designer, and there was a group of people who we all decided we were going to stitch it as a SAL. I know Lisa finished hers. She powered through. She was amazing. She just whoosh, had it done. Don't know about the others. I only worked on it for so much, and then I had to work on other designers for the designer focus and other things for the shop, and then we had to open the shop and all this stuff. So when I pulled it out today, I'm like, oh my god! I didn't realize I had so much done. I I had some done, but I'm like, oh wow. So this is on 36 count. No. This is on 32 count Cosmic Platinum because I changed it over to Cosmic Platinum 32 count, and this is what I got done. I was getting a lot done. And I enjoyed it. I do enjoy it. I probably need to do the back stitching in the building because that's what Lisa was saying, that you should back stitch as you go. So I need to go back and do the back stitching in the building. I don't think it was, I think it's only the building that has back stitching. But yeah, I got the top piece. I know it'll match up because I counted right. Same famous lessons. I do have all of the all the words that are over 1 have been done. So I think, oh no, wait, I lied. Independence Day, which goes down up under the building here, is over 1, but that's about it. So, and then our next one, already showed Secret Santa. Okay, another Rosewood Manor. How could I not stitch this one? I think Karen from Rosewood Manor, she's like, I'm going to throw him a bone. Why would I not stitch green on green? So I'm doing this one on 32 count Romaine by Crosswind Collection. And here it is. I don't remember offhand now what thread I'm using. I know it's a silk. I can't remember it now. You know what? If I remember to edit, no, I won't. I won't remember to edit. We're already at an hour. I know I'm not editing any words on the bottom of this. Sorry. If you want to know what green it is, send me a message and I'll look it up. I'm trying to do as little editing as possible. We're already at an hour. I just noticed. Wow. I still have a stack. Okay. All right. Next one. This is the spot where I got totally lost, isn't it? Yeah, because where's this stuff at? Okay, I don't know. I don't think these. Okay, I got all confused here. All right, this is a good. I love this design. It's from Ink Circles. It's called the Red Ship of Lesser Commitment. This is the pattern. This is the design. Clearly I knew because I taped everything on here on a board and stuff. I knew it was going to be a commitment issue. Oops. Uh-oh. Where did this? Uh-oh. Hold on. 3 kings. I think it goes right there. Okay. My stuff got out of order. So, lesser commitment. Shall I remind you what it's supposed to look like? What is it supposed to look like? It's not a big piece. It's on 36 count. It says limited edition, so I don't have a name for the fabric. Could we even be any more or less committed to a WIP than this? And I'm using Belsois Tulip from the red. I don't remember what the orange is right now. But yeah. Every year since 2022, when I pull this out, this is the 3rd time I've pulled this out, and I look at it, I'm like, that's embarrassing. But it fits with the name. I'm really not committed to this piece, but I do like it. I think I just stopped and started it one day. I was waiting for something, and I just was hurried up and did a start. All right, now, this piece, I was told by Ginger and Princess Leia, they need this piece done because this is what their life is now. Dog's declaration, because they bark at the squirrels and deers and everything else. It's life, liberty, and the pursuit of squirrels. Is it the coolest? And I'm using the called for Valdani 6-stranded threads on this piece. And I'm doing it on, no, I'm doing it on, 36 count pie crust by Graham Cracker Fabrics. Look at that. I got a lot done. I know, I got the Liberty, Life and Liberty there. Life Liberty. It's a, look, I love the colors. The colors are so cool. So autumny bright. So this is on a 36 count pie crust with the called for Valdani 6-stranded skeins. This is definitely it. Yeah, they told me I had to do this one. Now we did Summer Jubilee, Cool Tide Welcome. Okay, we'll set this aside because this guy is out of order. You know, he thinks just because we had him for Christmas that he can jump in ahead of everybody else, and I'm like, you're not ready yet. I didn't start you yet. From Plum Street, I'm doing Ghoul Tide Welcome. I believe Karen from Fox and Rabbit. I think we're stitching this together, right, Karen? You're probably about right where I'm at. You might have more done than I do. I haven't picked it up. I'm doing it with the called for NPIs. And I'm using 32 count flannel flowers by Fox and Rabbit. So here is where I'm at. Look at these colors. Again, autumny chocolate. This is not a black house. It's a chocolate brown house. And the NPIs look so cool. Yeah, definitely. How many windows is this thing? I should not have looked. How many windows? I have 4 windows completed. Can you see the windows? Oh my gosh. And these windows are not made for someone with OCD. These windows are up and over and in and out. I think she did the happy painter thing and just put a little window here and a little window there. They're all jagged. But it's a cool piece. All right. Next one is my full coverage. I'm doing on 20 count Ada, Uninvited. And I know I'm not putting any time on this because if I stitch this, I'll be like a dog with a bone. And you guys won't see nothing from me other than this for 1.5 years. And I don't want to be that guy. I mean, it'll get done. And it's got 72 colors. You're like, what do you mean? It's all gray. No, there's 72 colors in there. I have almost 3 pages done. Almost 3 pages done. So you're starting it's all in that muddy area up here in the top anyway, so it's looking about right. So right there, oh there, oh wow, look, you can see the tree. Okay, so you can kind of see the tree there. Oh wow, this looks cool. Yeah, this is going to be a fun piece. It is definitely, I still love it. I still will be doing it. I don't think I have anything that I'm not going to do. I was thinking of that when I was pulling everything out. I'm like, most people say what they're not going to keep anymore. And I'm like, these are my children. I can't get rid of any of them. Hunter-Gatherer already showed. Okay, we're up to Wickedy. Cricket Collection. This is Wickedy. She's almost done. She's done with the called for colors, and I'm doing her on a 32 count Willow. Almost done. Almost there. Look at that. I love her frog balloon. Look at her little frog balloon. That's what got me, the frog balloon and the little jack-o'-lantern. Yeah. So it's kind of a greenish taupey color fabric. So all the colors look really good on her. All right. Oops. Lost the clip. Oh, it broke. No wonder I lost it. Okay. And over there. Oops. Dog's Declaration. It's over here. No. Over here. I'm going to have a hot mess. It's going to take me 2 days to put this back together. All right. Next one is 5 Friends. This was a gift from Carolyn. by Kesslins. And I'm doing it on 28 count prank. And then I did have a lady, one of our viewers, she gifted me the little flowers that go in this dress here, the little flower beads that go in that dress. So again, I want to thank you so much. I have got 3 of my friends stitched. There is a specialty stitch in here to do the yellow, like, so I think it's a square across with a bead, or I don't remember. It's been a hot minute since I looked at this pattern. So I'm using all the called for threads. I'm on the little Hoochie Mama dress over here. I think it's got fringe. You got to do some kind of fringe or beads or something. I think they're hanging beads. You fringe it with beads. That's going to be fun. Wow. This is some big ladies. Look at this. Really big. And I got it folded in half because I've got the, if the hat fits, it's the companion piece with all the hats across. So I'll be doing the companion piece on the same piece of fabric. Does she? No, she can have it there. All right. And now we have from Meridian Design, Dead Sea Mermaid. So there's Dead Sea Mermaid by Meridian Designs. Wow. Now this one was really fun because I was able to name the fabric. This was a test dye from Fabrics by Stephanie, and she let me name it. I named it Stillwater, so I'm doing it on a 32 count Stillwater. So it's kind of like a gray steel color. That's all I got done on her. She's really cool. Her hair is so sparkly. And the purples look really good on this fabric. So there is that. All right. Then we have Frankenstein Sampler. Oh, yep, it's here. Okay, so here is Frankenstein Sampler by Stitchy Pros. This was one of our Halloween boxes, and this was an exclusive for GaRon. And Stitchy Pros is one of our designer-focused designers for next year. And that the reason is because I want to get this stitched. I want to get it stitched. I love this piece. Every time we have a trunk show and she lets us borrow this piece, and I'm looking at the whole time, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get mine stitched. So I'm doing it on the called for fabric with the called for threads, and it's oh, that's the wrong paper. Okay. Frankenstein Sampler is on 32 count Spellbound. It's like a gray. That's all I got done. But I'm enjoying the colors. All right. And then this next one is Carolyn's Fault. We started it in November 2022 because she says, oh, let's do a Thanksgiving memorabilia. And I think she's almost done with hers. But this is the Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy by Mirabilia. And this is all I got done. And I'm doing her on 32 count Fall into Autumn, which is a Crosswind Collection hand painted fabric. Look at that. That's just the flowers of the whatever she's holding there, like the cornucopia or something like that. I think maybe it's like fruits or something. It's really cool. She is really pretty. Oh, and she's not Halloween, so I could get her done. Not this year. She could be in the to-do list. They're all in the to-do list for one day. All right, now we have Trick or Treat from Cottage Garden Samplings. This was one of the ones I started for their designer focused month. And I thought, oh yeah, this is going to be great because it looks really small. Look, it's only like this big, right? And they said you could take them and make little ornaments for necklaces and stuff. So they got to be really small, right? No. I'm doing it on 32 count Duxbury. Look how big it is. It's so cool. I just love this. I think what was going on was, yes. What was going on at the time, charcoal from Weeks Dye Works was very difficult to get. And that's what most of the stitching of the stuff here is in. So I think I was waiting for more to come in, and I didn't want to get too far to make sure it didn't match. So, so I could blend it in because I still have a skein, so I could blend it in with what I had when it gets. I have enough of it now in the shop and stuff, so that's the reason I stopped it. But oh my god, it's so cool! They are really good. And this is on Fox and Rabbit 36 count Duxbury. 36, wow! And I'm doing 2 threads. Okay, now this is Joan Elliott. So if I do get lucky enough to finish Father Son during Joan Elliott's Designer Focus Month, I will pick up All Hallows Eve Sampler by Joan Elliott. This is all 2 colors. I think it's black and I think there's a little bit of orange there. And I'm doing mine on 32 count Smack the Jellyfish by Live and Die in LA. That's all I got done. Is that not the coolest? The colors look awesome with coming through the black. Oh my gosh. And the yellowy orange jack-o'-lantern's face. Super, super cool. Yeah. And I'll have enough left to do something else because it's a skinny piece. It's not that much bigger. So I'll definitely do some other ornaments or something with it. Now we have Let It Snow. This piece, yeah, 2023. This was the piece of the piece. I started this, and I had one of the snowflakes done, and I moved on to the next snowflake. And once I finished that snowflake, and I was showing it on the video, I think I noticed it was either 4 stitches up or 4 stitches down, and there was no way to fudge it because it was the top line. So this is the piece, Let It Snow. This is the culprit right here. And I was doing it with silk. I used a Karen Water Lily's silk. And so poor Ronnie, he frogged it out for me because I was so upset. I couldn't even look at this piece anymore. So now I have more of the thread and I have it all ready and it's on 32 count Stillwater. It's a cool fabric by Fabrics with Stephanie. So, the white has a little bit of grunge, so it kind of goes with a little bit of the grunge on the blue, gray, brown. Oh, look there, that's really cool. That's 1 snowflake and an itty bitty snowflake, so it's 2 snowflakes. But yeah, it's a whole pattern of snowflakes. But I like the reindeer. There's Rudolph right there with a little nose. I think I might do. No, I don't think his nose is supposed to be red. It will be red, and I think it might even be a little sparkly for all the trouble the snowflake's done to me. Next one is Vincent Van Gogh. This is from 2023, from Silver Sampler. This was a designer-focused designer that I worked on, and I think I finished like 2 others of hers during that month. And I ran out of month, and I was almost done, but not really quite. I got everything done except I got a whole mountain of bats to do around this thing. It'll be done. It's not that much. So I just got the bats to do. These are cool. The bats are so fun. It's really intense. I love it. And this is on 32 count Lestrange by Atomic Ranch. And here we go. My piece I love because it's got all the little cool Gary nerdy things in it. It's the Scary Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. Look, there's a Death Star. There's a Death Star right there. There's the angel right there from Doctor Who. Bunch of other references. There's a Beetlejuice in there, Beetlejuice snake. There's Men in Black, the roach on the tree from Men in Black. There's the alien heads in the border. So it's so cool. And I'm doing this on 36 count paper bark. I'm using the Vicky Clayton threads, and I'm using 1 strand. So I'm not pulling too tight, so I get good coverage. So this is cool. It's a very fun piece. I love this. I was so happy when the answer to the universe from HR's Guide to the Universe is 42 is the answer. So if anybody says, what's the answer? The answer is always 42. Then we have, guess what? Carolyn, Sarah, it's not finished. It's in the WIP parade. Eggs All Around by Glendon Place. I started it aftermarket, I believe, in April, I think. And here is Eggs All Around on 28 count green sapphire. I think it goes this way. Nope. How did I stitch? Oh, it goes this way. Okay, so it goes this way because this one's on top. So I have a few more big eggs to do. What, 3? I think I have 3 more. Is that all I have? Oh, okay. 3 more big eggs to do in the greenery around, and then I can start the beading because there's a ton of beading. There's beads all in the eggs. I think this whole center motif is all beaded. Or Kreinik, one of the other, I can't remember. But yeah, look at this. It could be done this year. Next year. 2025. It could be done 2025. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't know how I'm going to frame it yet. I don't know if I'm going to look for a mirror or something to have it framed in a circle. That'd be cool. Okay. All right. Next is, this was a designer focus piece for this year. Fox and Rabbit Designer Focus Month was August. And this is Bath Time 1 with the giraffes. Super cool piece. Very deceptive. There's a lot of stitching in it, but it's fun. Because you got to stitch all the floor. I haven't got to the floor yet. So this is where I'm at. And I believe this is I'm doing it on a 32 count Duxbury by Fox and Rabbit. That's cool. I love giraffes. They're so cool. All right, we are getting close. Not bad. And then we have High Flying Rabbit by Little Robin Designs. September was her designer focus month. So not bad. September. And she is done on Graveyard Mist by Lap and Loops. And this is what I got done. Oops, I folded a little bit more. Sorry, I got a little bit more stitching done over here, not much. You can barely see the clouds that I stitched right here. But I think what I'm going to do is once the clouds are done, I'm going to do like a light gray back stitch up under them to give them like a little bit. They're not really prominent in here either, but I think I'm just going to do a light gray back stitch up under it, give it like a little shadow on the bottom. Yeah, the carriage is done almost. I got 3 more wheels. It's only got 1 wheel, barely, not even a whole wheel. But it's a fun piece. I really enjoyed this piece. And I've been practicing this all day. Everyone, I've been practicing this one all day. I will promise I'll get as close as I can on saying this fabric correct. Okay, so I started Just Gonna Task It by Rosewood Manor, and I'm using the Vicki Clayton silks in the colorway to match the photo. And this is done on 32 count Fragile. Because it's French, it's fancy. Fragile. So there is my progress. And again, by the next time I pick this up, I will take the Vicki Clayton silks, pull them off the spools, cut them, put them on thread drops, and I will be spending more time stitching than playing with spools. That's my thing. Because there's a lot of color changes in Rosewood Manor pieces. So you're constantly taking thread off the spool, putting it back on, and then you've got all this loose silk. It's me. I'm not coordinated. And now we have Murder Club. Well, Monday Murder Group Club, whatever we want to call it. So this is Alibi by Dirty Annie's. There's a group of us that come to the shop every Monday, and when they come to the shop, I stitch on Alibi, and so that's why we called it the Murder Club. So there's three ladies doing it now and posting on Facebook. So they're happy to be part of the Murder Club because we all have alibis because we're together. And then this is where I'm at. So it's done on a 32 count Virginia mud pie by Dames of the Neal. A little bit more done. I did not stitch on her this last Monday because we had our the ladies came over and we did some other stitching and we had some cake and stuff, kind of like a little mini Christmas party. But that's all we did that Monday. Little fun day. And then I do a lot of starts on October the 31st for some reason. So I started A Frightful Assembly this is Erica Michaels. It's our exclusive that she made for us for Stitching in the Wild, and we still have some in the shop. And that reminds me, I've got to box this up and send it back to her this coming month after the Christmas rush. I don't want to messed up with Christmas. So I'm doing mine because I saw this fabric and I'm just like, oh my God, this is so cool. I'm doing mine on 32 count Mothman by Lap and Loops. This piece is 95% all black 310. There's a little bit of white, a little bit of orange for back stitching. So this fabric is perfect. Look at that. It's perfect for this piece. It looks very like a stone. It's so cool. Yeah, this is Mothman. All right, so we are getting closer. Almost finished this page. And then next we have Witching Hour. Yes, I'm behind on Witching Hour. I'll catch up. This is Witching Hour by Kesslin. There's a group of us on our Sunday Zoom and in the Facebook group doing a stitch along with this. It's hosted by Slamming the Screen Door, Jeanna. And she's got an Instagram account. That's her Instagram handle. And in the drop-down menu of the video, if you click on it, you'll see she broke down like assignments, like it's basically 3 letters every 2 weeks that you stitch, send her a photo of, and then she puts you in a drawing. And she schedules her drawings whenever it's listed below. And then by breaking it out for 3 letters every 2 weeks, which is not that hard, which is pretty easy. If you stitch, I really like the piece. And then you can have it done by the timeline. I think that'd be pretty cool. I know what'll happen to me. It always happens to me. I look like I'm really slow behind, and then all of a sudden you guys look up, and I'm like showing that it's finished. I know it happens all the time. I hear it. So this is where I'm at on Witching Hour. I'm using 32 count Bayou and Island Breeze by Jumpsville Arts because it matched the fabric. So I got up to letter G. I got a little bit of H done. Yeah, I think just a little bit of the H. But yeah, I can be caught up. I don't know what if I look in the drop down, I can see where the schedule is about. But if you start now, you can still catch up. It's not that hard of a piece because it's all one color. So you're just stitching away, and it's kind of fun. All right, next page, because we finished another page. We have one more page, if you're still there. Now, these are all my latest items, so you're going to remember, like, oh, yeah, I saw this piece. So there's that. Oh, it's on the back side. This is from Madame Chantilly, because she's focus designer for December. And this is called Christmas. And I changed mine to put it on 32 count Blue Topaz. Or you could put it on the 32 count Sapphire or Ocean by Fiber on a Whim. Any dark blue, I think it looked really cool. And then the word Christmas, I changed to Petite Silk Plumé 148 or 48. It's a silvery, I think it's 148, SP 148. But yeah, it's pretty cool there. And I changed the reds to Turkish red because I like my Turkish red. I did lighten up the greens that's used in the tree because I used a darker fabric, and the greens that she'd picked really kind of muddy, kind of blended in with my fabric. So I still got to do the reindeer, AS. That's it. Yeah, there's M. Okay, AS, the reindeer, Santa, and I think there's a tree. There's something on the other side of Santa. Presents. There's a stack of presents. So it's not that much more to do. I'm enjoying this piece. And there's another ornament right over here, the green one. So there is that. What happened to this piece? I don't know. What happened to Sir Thomas? He was supposed to be, is he not on my list? You know what? My numbers is wrong. I have 78 WIPs instead of 77. Because for some reason, Sir Thomas by Glendon Place did not get put on the list. So here he is. He is on 32 count sampler Karki by Extrude Design. So it's like a grungy green. And I'm using the called for Sullivans. I've never stitched with Sullivans before. They're okay. And then I'm using all those Silk Lame sparkly colors, which is the funnest part ever. So I love the sparkle. The corn is sparkly. All those colors. The orange light is washing out my stuff. Okay. Amber light, not orange. Okay, there's that. And now we are coming to my last two new starts that I just started. I started Fa La La by the Scarlet House, which was in our Christmas box, Christmas mystery box this year by the Scarlet House. This is the piece that she designed for us. Everyone should have their box open by now. And I'm doing mine on 40 count baked clay. They called for fabric, but we had different counts in the box. So this is as wide as it's going to be on 40 count. It's like it is 4 inches. It's a 4-inch square. So I have to finish the zigzag line, then I can do the house line, the fa la la, then the reindeers, and then the trees, and then the snowflakes. Then I'll be done. I've got some rusty jingle bells I want to put on the corner of mine. I just got I gotta look at them and make sure, because I bought them, make sure they don't. They're rusty, but I don't want them making a mess, if that makes sense. I might have to seal them with something so they don't make dirt everywhere. And then my last new start, I started Christmas Day. The last new start for 2024 was Feliz Navidad. And I'm doing this on 32 count Bee's Knees by Seraphim. And I'm doing it with the Vicky Clayton Silks. And this is why I said it's so much faster to stitch with them off the spools. This was maybe 3 hours. I stitched on it 3 hours. And then I went back to my Snow Queen. So this is it. I may have to pick out the white. I think it's a little, the parchment there might be a little bright for this piece of fabric and everything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and stitch everything and then maybe go back and pick it out, or talk to Terry and see what she thinks, what color she thinks to suggest. Because you see, there's no white in here. It kind of like all blends in. But the parchment Vicky Clayton color I have is very, very white. I think I might find a replacement, because I like how the A, B, C, and F are all blending into the fabric. You know, you can see it in person, but I wanted it to look like an older piece that's kind of a little bit of grunge on it. So I think that white needs to be removed. So I definitely have to find a replacement color. All right. And that being said, everyone, thank you for spending the time with me. Wow, this has been a good experience. I enjoy every year. This is my Super Bowl event of the year is WIP parades. I love watching WIP parades. I love preparing and doing the WIP parade. I gave the stats earlier of how many WIPs I had broken out by year, and hopefully you guys looked at it when you were keeping up. I might be at 77. I think I'm at 77 WIPs. I thought I would be a lot less this year, but apparently I have a lot of new starts closer to the end of the year that all of a sudden, 3 new starts in December and 1 new start in November and 4 starts in October. Well, I get kind of into startitis, but hey, I figured I own it. Why not stitch on it? Start it, play with it, enjoy it. It doesn't bother me how many WIPs I have because it's just stash with stitches in it as far as I'm concerned. And then sometimes when I have an idea for a fabric and I start stitching on it, that's when I find out whether I really like that fabric or I might just wait, or if I'm waiting on a frame or a framing idea or a finishing idea of how I'm going to do it, then I'll just go gangbusters and get it done. I'm really looking forward to having Snow Queen up and on the wall in a few weeks after she's beaded, after she's finished stitching and beading. Talking about putting the horse before the cart, the cart before the horse. That's where I'm at with her. My brain. I'm already thinking of framing for her. Probably a silver frame or something really cool. So thank you guys for spending time with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video and the one previous. So bye.
Yes, for me. Now I'll say goodbye.
All right.
And I wish y'all a wonderful, beautiful, healthy 2025.
Yes.
We had to think positive. The 2025 is going to be a wonderful year for everybody.
Yep.
There's a lot of things going on in the world, but we lead that barrier and throw it good vibes to the universe. Yep. That way everybody can be happy 2025.
Yep. I always say focus on the positives, focus on what you control, and you're not given any more than you can handle.
Yes. Happy
New Year. Bye.
No, stay for him.
We have
supposed to say goodbye.
We're going to say goodbye together. We're saying goodbye together.
Bye together.
But you better stay for my WIP parade.
Yes.
All right. See you guys later.